How's it going, lads? In front of me here I have a scaled down version of a coracle, and behind me here I have some willow rods, and today we're going to make a full scale version. So I did this project with my friend Thomas Delaney. He's a basket maker based out in the Midwest in County Mayo. I first came across Tom when I saw a TikTok he made about 2 years ago, and eventually he found my content and we started communicating, and before you know it, we were meeting up with each other and visiting all these heritage fairs where Tom used to sell his baskets and I was selling my wooden goods and tools. Eventually we happened upon a week where we both had enough time to go and make a coracle, so I went up and moved in with him for a few days and we got to work building our coracle. Neither of us had done this before, so we were kind of learning as we go, but we did have some good resources and books available to us. More info about that later. So at the minute we're just checking to see how deep the topside is. We need about 6 inches.
Check there. No, she's bedrock. So in a perfect world we'd be using hazel rods to weave the coracle, but now we just have willow. We've some 14-foot willow rods, so we're just working with what we got. So I'm selecting out 30 uprights to form the main frame of the coracle here, and I made a mini one with Joe Hogan there last week, so we have something to refer to, and we also have his book as well. These rods are between 10 and 14 foot, and I'm selecting out the thickest of them. What we're looking for is long, straight and even thickness with no branches and not too many cankers or curves in it.
So we're just sharpening the tips of the willow rods so we can sink them into the ground easier. I stepped in out of the rain there now. It was sunny 2 seconds ago, and now the heavens have opened. So the sun's back out and we're starting to do our marking out. So you can see there now it'll measure 6 feet in length and 4 feet wide. And we're doing the 2 circles or the semicircles either end here. Each one of the uprights will be 7.5 inches apart, so we're just setting out the template here. So once we've everything finished marking out, we're actually going to start driving the rods into the sod. So you can see there now, it's starting to shape up.
So what I added in here was the mouth whale, and this will eventually form the gunnel when we birth the coracle out of the ground. It's the same weave that we have on the top of the creel, and it's made by sticking in the butt end and just overlapping it on top, so that when we eventually lift it out of the ground, it's not going to unravel.
So we're starting to weave up the sides there. We're after tying the front and the back kind of together to work out the shape. But you can see there now, we're using all the rods around the side to weave them up. I got this plank of cedar we're going to use as the seat for the coracle. So we're going to actually insert it onto the willow rods. I'm after boring 2 holes there. Now we're going to bore this side. So we have our brace and our bit, and I think this is about 1 inch. And we're going to eyeball it. This is about 7 inches. So I'm going to place it, bob it in, and just get twisting.
Yeah. Try and angle this up. Sorry. Okay, now, can you try and protect the bark going in?
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Can you push more to me? Thank you. Oh! On your side. Can you push towards me?
Taking some straight in here now, so yeah.
Can you push? Yes. Yeah. It's the wrong one. It's the wrong one.
So this time we got it inside the right uprights, and it's looking quite good. Right, so that's all the weaving of the walls completed. So we're just pressing it all down there now. And we need to get ready to curve over the uprights.
Oh, here.
Oh, I think I have it.
Yeah.
Magic.
Patch, come in here and give me a hand.
We've cut this piece here to be 20 inches long, and basically we're just making sure that all the ribs are that high off the grass. Right, she's recording there now, so watch your language.
Yeah, that's true.
It's 8 o'clock and we're about to call it a day. We just finished bringing all these down. We're thinking we might put that weight on it for tonight. It's just a slab of plywood, and we might put a brick on it just to kind of keep this fella flat here, and then tomorrow morning we're going to come along and lash everything properly in. So it's the morning of day 2. Last night we left some weight on top of it to keep it all down, and overnight Tom decided it would be a good idea to add an extra row of uprights there. So we're after lubing them up this morning and putting a spike on them. Now we're just driving them in. So what will that do, Tom?
It'll just add more strength to the base of it, really. You can see there when we lash it, it'll be 4x4, but traditionally it's made with hazel, so they would have been a lot thicker. So by adding in more willow rods, it's just more strength.
So we're getting to the point now where we're starting to lash everything together. So I'm getting about a arm's length of string there. Just cut it. And we're going to tie it in what's known as a square lashing. So if you want to come in there, we're just starting it with a clove hook like this. Tying that on good and strong, you can see there. Cut ourselves this morning. We'd already sweat and tears put into this, so we were only missing blood. Now, we just go over like that, under this one. Make sure we're happy with where she is. Move her small bit this way. Repeat that process then now, a total of 4 times. So this is 2, 3, and then 4. And next we're going to do what's known as frapping, which is where we choke the knot. So we just wrap it around with what's left of it. It kind of squishes everything together. And then we finish it off just how we started, with a clove hook. So we make an X like that, and feed her in under. Pull it this way, and we can just put it back. And then finally we'll tie a stop knot to stop it from slipping out. And then we'll cut off the excess.
A boat?
Yeah.
Okay, great, yeah.
So, yeah. Do you know them? No? Do you know this type of boat?
No.
It's a coracle. Just a 1-person or a 2-man boat for getting nets out of rivers and stuff.
Oh, right, right. That's a replica down there, is it?
It is. Yeah. We made a small version. I had to go down to Connemara to make that off with a fella.
Get your boat. You're near finished.
Yeah. We just put the hide on it and then we're done.
You want to tie it out, yeah?
Yeah, I think you would go in it.
Take it off for you down the river.
You'd be a great fella to tie it out for us.
Get both self and boat.
Running off, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's softening. It's softening. This stuff would be lovely. This fur is going to be on the inside of the coracle and it'll be nice on your toes when you're out in the water. Right. And now.
So here, and we're just trimming off all the excess fat that's on the inside of the hide. So we just have a knife here, we have a bit of wood here below it, and we're just pointing the knives backwards like this and just taking off all that fat. I don't think either of us had anticipated how difficult this part of the task was going to be. We were barely ready, we just happened to have that piece of wood lying around that we were able to put underneath it, and by the time this was done, both of our wrists were in complete agony. So we're just after giving one last clean of the hide, and now it's time to go birth the coracle. So that's essentially the part where we rip it out of the ground.
I think if we get in underneath the mouth whale, right, and pinch it up enough, we'll put the handle of the hoe in. Right. That's it. Steady. Okay. Nice.
Almost.
Sweet. Yeah. Yeah. Go either side. 1, 2, 3.
The cowhide is heavier than the entire boat. Breathe it.
Move onto the wall?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to move down off the wall. Okay.
So we're here now at the lake and we're just about to take it off. So there we go, lads. After 3 days of work, she was finally in the water and she was finally floating. Now before I end this video, I have to thank two people in particular whom without this project would not have been possible. The first is Joe Hogan, the basket maker that Tom mentioned at the start of the video. The week prior to starting this project, Tom went and visited Joe, and that's where they built that miniature coracle that you could see at the start of the video. Without that scale model, it would have been much more difficult to build our one. It was his book, Basket Making in Ireland, that we got most of our information and knowledge about this coracle, so without him, this project would have been totally different. The second person we need to thank is Lucy O'Hagan. We went to her seeking advice on how to deal with the cowhide. We got it raw and we still needed to shave the fat off, so we contacted her to figure out how to do that, and she was of huge help. So thank you, Lucy. And thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll catch you all in the next one. Good luck.